I boo-hooed. I said, oh, the club put me in there. No. I put myself in there. I did what I had to do as a Hell's Angel.
You know, my daddy always, if you got in a fight and you came home with a bloody nose, did you hit him back? If you didn't hit him back, Dad put you in the car and took you back over there until you're going up in that yard and get your shit done and be a man.
These other walls drove through by gangs, by the FBI gang, and all that shit happened to that chapter, right? Like those guys go through their being a big motorcycle club, even sometimes just being a small motorcycle club, you go through your.
A lot of people that have come in have seen definitely a change in the club and the direction that the club is going.
I looked out my window and you could see a body laying out in front. And here's this dude running around up there with no, just had his sweatshirt on. And he tells me he's a Hell's Angel. Even after all that, I still wanted to join the Hell's Angels.
People out there, man, that are just natural followers. And they just fall right in line with that type of program. But not 1%ers, man. 1%ers don't ask permission.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin With Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx. And today, we're going to talk about this new situation that's going on with the retaliatory shooting of it's a stabbing of a Bandidos member by alleged Mongols. So a big thing is brewing down there in Texas. The police are on edge. They're saying in reports, things are heating up down there. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister, friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin With Staxx. Or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good stuff. I appreciate all the donations on Cash App. Got a couple yesterday, I believe. Scrap Iron's in the building. What's going on, man? How are you? Jason, what's good? So a lot of people are commenting on the video I put up this morning. They're like, this is old news. No, it's not. It's brand new. I don't know where these people have been. There's a big debate going on in the comment section talking about if they're a gang, if they're a club. People say they're a gang because of the stuff that's going on. Like when there's this violent altercations all the time going on, people are going to side with the whole gang thing. I still don't think that they're a gang. I think they're a club. But I think sometimes they get caught up with the gang mentality maybe, or gang activity type stuff. When you're at a gas station or you're hurting people in broad daylight, is that motorcycle club activity? Not really. Al Rose, what's going on? Hardwire's in the building. What's good, man? How are you? Thank you guys all for joining me today. We're going to talk about a lot today. But first, we're going to talk about a Hell's Angel member who impersonated a soldier. Now, this is out of Australia. Hell's Angel bikie charged with impersonating a soldier. He has been charged after allegedly impersonating a returned military veteran. I mean, this is crazy. Who would do such a thing? Well, this guy would. So he's 41 years old. 41-year-old man was arrested by organized crime officers at 3:40 p.m. on Tuesday in Peelwood. Hold on a second. In Peelwood, at the Tablelands region, it follows investigation by the Strike Force. You know, they don't play games. The Raptor Squad and all that shit, who have been probing alleged criminal activity involving the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club since August of 2025. So they've been watching these guys and trying to figure out what exactly is going on. During their investigation, they became aware of a man who had allegedly identified himself as being a former member of the Australian Defence Force. Oh, shit. With the assistance of the ADF, the Australian Defense Force, that's like the army out there. However, detectives determined that the man had no records of Australian military service. The bikie had taken a Goulburn police station. He was taken to the Goulburn police station and charged with falsely representing to be a returning soldier or sailor or airman. He was granted conditional bail to appear in local court today. Investigation into the Hells Angels are ongoing under Strike Force Benson. So that's crazy. I don't think they have laws like that in the U.S. if someone impersonates a military veteran. I think only if they get proceeds from it. If they get money off it, then they can be arrested for impersonating a veteran or somebody that's in the military. That's crazy, though. Hey, Pablo, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. So there is a crazy news going on. A lot of crazy stuff going on out there. You guys know, this is out of Midland, right? Midland, Texas. There was a shooting a few days ago, and a Mongols member was shot while riding his bike multiple times. It was in the morning. And they're saying that this is a retaliation for that shooting. It says police are on high alert for gang activity, they say. Let me see here. So this is the first one that happened, and I'll show you the next one, right?
The El Paso man is recovering right now in the hospital after police say someone shot him while he rode his motorcycle in Midland. Midland police say officers responded to what looked like a crash on Saturday morning, where officers found the 58-year-old had been shot multiple times. Police say he was taken to the hospital, went into surgery, and remains in stable condition. Midland police also say the victim is a member of the Mongols motorcycle gang. Tonight, that shooting remains under investigation.
So that's what sparked all of this, allegedly, right? We all know who allegedly runs Texas. People were talking shit in the comment section the other day. I mean, I really don't care what you say. That's cool. You don't like what I do or say here, start your own podcast, because I really don't give a shit. You can put it in the suggestion box, and I can assure you I don't give a shit over there either. So, let's see here. Multiple men have been arrested after suspected retaliation tied to the Midland shooting on Loop 250. Multiple men are in custody after investigators say a Midland shooting on Loop 250 may have led to retaliatory attack of a rival biker gangs. Oh, I'm not saying biker gangs. That's what this fucking report is saying, right? This is out of Midland, Texas. 4 people have been arrested in what appears to be retaliatory attack involving members of the Mongols outlaw motorcycle gang, according to the affidavit. After Saturday morning shooting on Loop 250 that left a member of the Mongols injured, deputies responded around 1:30 p.m. to a call in Midland County involving several other members of the Mongols, allegedly beating and stabbing a member of the Bandidos motorcycle club. Well, it says the Bandidos outlaw motorcycle gang on Interstate 20. Officers with the Permian Basin, Texas Anti-Gang Center traced the suspect vehicle to Nolan Ryan Drive in Midland and conducted surveillance. 2 men seen in witness photos were observed getting into a white Dodge pickup truck with 2 women. The truck left the residence and turned northbound onto Tradewinds Boulevard without signaling. Officers conducted a traffic stop and the vehicle came to stop in the Sam's Club parking lot. due to the nature of the investigation and the possibility that the occupants were armed, officers removed everyone from the vehicle. Authorities identified the two men, Jose Luan and Willie Morales. During the pat-down, Luan allegedly found with 2 pairs of brass knuckles and a knife. Both men were recognizable from witness photos and were wearing the same clothing. Court documents stated both also had tattoos affiliated with the Mongols outlaw motorcycle gang. The affidavit stated that Luan had a neck tattoo with the verbiage MFFM, which means investigators say it stands for Mongols Forever, Forever Mongols. Morales had Mongols tattooed on his neck, along with other markings authorities say are awarded to members of the Mongols for committed acts of violence to benefit their gang. I mean, there is no proof of that. I don't know why they would even say that. They got tattoos of the club. That doesn't mean they committed violence on behalf of the club. They just got tattoos. It says both men were arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, engaging in organized crime activity. Each is being held on a combined $750,000 bond. So what else were they arrested? Who else was arrested? Around 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, Midland police and the same place, the Permian Basin Tag Unit, TAG, conducted a traffic stop on a black Harley-Davidson motorcycle for speeding. The driver, identified as Billy Blackman, consented to search, with authorities say they found a pocket knife. He did not consent to search of the motorcycle, but K9 unit alerted on the bike, leading to a search. You know, you could say, I don't want you to search my vehicle. They always say, we'll bring the dog out, right? And then they make it sit down and they just say, okay, we're searching it. It says no additional contraband was found. So if no additional contraband was found, then how were they able to search? Because they make the dog sit down when they want. Like, it says officers noted Blackman was wearing clothing matching that of a suspect. A black face covering was also found in his saddlebag. After being read his Miranda rights, Blackman initially denied involvement, but later admitted he was present and changed his clothing after the incident. He was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, engaging in organized crime activity. His bond was set at a combined $750,000 bond. Meanwhile, another man was arrested following a search of his residence on Nolan Ryan Drive in connection with an assault. During the search, authorities say Jose Valles Jr., who's identified as a suspect, investigators say Valles is believed to be an active member of the Mongols motorcycle gang. And evidence indicates he and others assaulted the victim in retaliation. Or his name's Vasquez. Vasquez was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, engaging in organized criminal activity. He's being held on a combined bond of $750,000, and police remain on high alert. So, I mean, this is not looking good for anyone involved. So, here is a video. So they're just scooping these guys up. Like they must be doing surveillance on them. I mean, this other guy was shot on the highway. Of course, they're going to be out on high alert because of the situation that's happening. I mean, they're probably like waiting for things to happen, right? I mean, summer is just starting. It's not even summer yet. It's still spring. So if this is how things are going to start, hopefully this type of stuff stops, because I mean, they're the same types of people. They would all get along if they didn't have these badges on. This all has to do with a piece of clothing. It's very none of this needs to happen. People don't need to go to prison. People don't need to get hurt. They need to coexist. You know what I mean? Bicker war. Oh, maybe I made a I didn't misspell it. What the hell are you talking about? Anyway, hey. So loud. What's up, man? Social rejects in the house. Eyes and cameras are everywhere. You're right about that, man. Tommy, what's good? Thank you for joining me today. Pablo. What's going on, Pablo? Thank you for joining me. Bicker war, huh? Did I let me check it. Since you're trying to say I fucked up. Maybe I did. No. Where does it say that? I don't see that. Staxx is only going to get worse. It's crazy. You'd think they would calm the shit down from what happened with that other group over there, the Homitos, right? And the Bandidos, the crazy indictments and all the people that are going to trial soon. That's going to be an insane one. I mean, a lot of trials are going to be happening all over the country very soon. You guys know the Wawa shooting with the pagans over there. The Outlaws trial is going to be happening for the assault that happened at the bar, and then the bar burns down. Like, there's a lot of different cases that are going to be going on. Hopefully it gets better, you know? Hopefully they can all calm down and put their differences to the side and try to coexist, because that's the only way that they'll ever be able to operate. If they don't start doing that, the cops are not going to have this shit, you know? They're not going to have people getting hurt in public. And I mean, innocent people are going to get hurt, just like what happened at the Wawa with the woman getting shot in the stomach and the guy pumping air in his tire, gets shot in the jaw. Like, the police are not going to stand around and let that type of shit happen. And who's going to suffer? All the people that didn't do nothing. They're going to take it out on people that have nothing to do with this type of stuff. So there was a case somebody sent me where these bikers went to a parade. We're going to talk about this later in the week, but these bikers went to a parade and they said, take off the patches or leave the parade. And the cops are arguing with these guys to take off their patches. And they're like, we help the community. We're not like a problem. Like, they don't cause problems. But that's what happens. They get like this reputation because of all the stuff that's going on. And they have nothing to do with that type of stuff. It's just crazy. Hopefully they could settle their differences, figure a way to coexist. And because this affects a lot of people. It affects the people that get arrested, their families, the people that are in the hospital, the people that get killed. It affects everybody, and nobody wants to deal with any of that type of stuff. You don't win an award for dealing with your rivals. What do you win for that? Nothing. Nothing. Nobody wins. And it's the truth. So it says here that the police are on high alert because of all this situation that's happening. I'm going to show you right here.
We have new details regarding two shootings in Midland this weekend, one on Loop 250 and the other near a popular bar. Both led to people getting hospitalized. News West 9 Stephen Pepper joins us with more. Stephen, what can you tell us about this situation?
See, that one, we didn't even hear about the other one. We only heard about one, right?
We have new details regarding two shootings in Midland this weekend, one on Loop 250 and the other near a popular bar. Both led to people getting hospitalized. News West 9 Stephen Pepper joins us with more. Stephen, what can you tell us about this situation?
Well, Jelena, it was a wild 24 hours in Midland. Starting around 9 in the morning Saturday, Midland police responded to what appeared to be an accident in the 2500 block of West Loop 250. Upon further investigation, it was found that a 58-year-old male from El Paso was shot multiple times on the loop while riding his motorcycle. The man was transported to Midland Memorial Hospital, where the building was temporarily put on lockdown as standard procedure when a shooter is at large. The man went to surgery, and officials say.
And allegedly, but I don't know if this is true, but this is what I hear, was that they were trying to go into the hospital. Like there was something was going on where they were trying to go in the hospital and like finish it. What? That's insane.
Temporarily put on lockdown as standard procedure when a shooter is at large. The man went to surgery, and officials say he is going to survive. But we were also told that on Saturday, the unnamed victim was a Mongol outlaw motorcycle gang member. As you can see in a photo provided by a witness, an unknown man wearing a Mongol Texas jacket is standing over the scene. Now, according to the DOJ, the Mongols pose a, quote, serious national domestic threat. Police haven't been able to confirm if the incident is gang-related, but we are now learning that the victim is not fully cooperating with the investigation. We've also just been told that all local agencies are on high alert related to any gang activity in the city and across the county. Major questions still remain this evening. Who is this man? Why is he coming from El Paso? Is this a one-off incident? And where is the gunman? But an unrelated event around 1:30 in the following morning, off-duty officers working at Fair to Midland confronted an armed man after hearing gunshots and opened fire. The suspect was transported to the hospital in critical condition. 2 male subjects with gunshot wounds also arrived at Midland Memorial by private vehicle that morning and were later released after their wounds were treated. Now, we're learning that the suspect is in custody at MMH and is expected to survive. And after witness interviews, police believe the shooting resulted from a fight across the street from the bar. As both investigations are still ongoing, MPD urges anyone with information about either event to contact them at 432-685-7110. Of course, as these stories progress, we'll keep you updated.
Says what's going on is going to happen. It will strip away the rights 100% from all of the clubs. That's what's going to happen. They're going to go after the clubs just like they do in Australia, where they can't even wear their patches. They can't mingle together. They can't meet up. They can't have meetings. They can't go hang out. Like they're going to strip people of their rights, all because of this stuff, because they can't just coexist. I mean, is it really worth it? All this stuff that they're doing, is it worth it? It gives them a bad reputation. I mean, a lot of them have a bad reputation as it is, but a lot of these guys are good guys. They're the same types of people. If it wasn't for the patches, they would be hanging out 100%. And I know that for a fact, because a lot of people that are in different clubs that are out of the clubs now, they meet up on social media and they're cool with each other. And it's crazy. And they talk for hours and they're cool as hell. So, I mean, that's all it is, because they're a part of a different club. But all this stuff needs to stop. Billy, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. So if you guys know Menace to Society, Jaman, what's going on, man? If you guys remember that movie, Menace to Society, one of the actors from that movie is fighting for his life at the moment. Remember, this is the guy that Kane beat up in the scene where he got this guy's sister pregnant in the movie. So, Menace to Society actor Samuel Monroe Jr. is fighting for his life after sudden hospitalization. Actor Samuel Monroe Jr., known for several roles in prominent 1990s films, is hospitalized in Southern California, remains in critical condition as relatives seek public support during the uncertain medical emergency. Monroe, 52 years old, has been on life support for the past 3 days while battling meningitis, according to family members. They told TMZ the doctors continued to provide daily updates, but his long-term prognosis remains unclear. The actor's family has since launched a GoFundMe campaign to help cover mounting medical expenses and provide assistance for his children during the crisis. In a statement they posted online, a fundraiser, every donation, no matter the size, will help ease the burden on Samuel's family and ensure that Kingston and Brooklyn have the support they need while their father fights for his life. Monroe's mother also shared an emotional message on Facebook asking supporters to keep her son in their prayers. She wrote, "God don't make no mistakes, but he is gracious, and I am humbly asking for his mercy and grace for Sam. I love you, son, to the moon and back 100 times." Monroe was widely recognized for appearing in the 1993 crime drama Menace to Society, a film that became the definition of cultural touchstone for decades. Later built a steady screen career with roles in movies like Tales from the Hood, Set It Off, Players Club, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. His television credits appearance on Out All Night and NYPD Blue. Supporters across social media have continued to send messages of encouragement to the actor's family, awaiting further updates on his condition. I mean, you never know when stuff can happen, right? So I got another crazy story for you guys. Let me see. A woman stepping to help a suspected victim outside a bar is shot dead as suspect fires into the crowd. This is a wild story. This is out of Pennsylvania. I mean, this crazy stuff is happening all over the country. Every day you turn the news on, just wild stuff happening everywhere. I mean, and it's not even summertime yet. You know what I mean? So allegedly, this woman was killed when a Pennsylvania mother heard a woman cry out for help at a bar. She rushed to her aid just to be gunned down by a man the victim was running from, authorities say. David Jameer, 36, is charged with criminal homicide in the death of 34-year-old Jessica Hillard. Court records revealed he also faces 3 charges of attempted criminal homicide, several counts of aggravated assault. At about 1 a.m. on Sunday, Hillard was at Nikki's Quick Six Bar in Parks Township, Pennsylvania, according to the criminal complaint. Demir was also there, though outside, authorities said. He was arguing with a woman. This woman reportedly entered the bar and told people that she had been jumped outside. Hillard and multiple others exited through the door. Demir pulled out a gun and fired 7 rounds into the crowd, hitting 4 people, according to police. Hillard was shot multiple times in her chest. She died. 1 other victim was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, and 2 others were listed in stable condition. A man was possibly putting his hands on a female and her other friend. You know, they tried to step in and stop it, Hillard's sister said. Haley Frawley told the local outlet, and that involved the individual who was, going after this female as a person who ended up shooting. That's crazy. Demir remained at the scene and was arrested. He was arraigned later that day and is scheduled to appear in court in a preliminary hearing May 7th. Hillard is being hailed a hero. Jessica passed away after being shot while trying to stop a man from hurting a woman. A GoFundMe was set up by the family. In her final moments, she acted with courage and selflessness. She put herself in harm's way to protect someone else. Jessica was the kind of person who stepped in when someone needed help. The fundraiser adds nothing. She was a mother of 3. Holy shit. She was protective, strong, and deeply loved. Her loss has left an unimaginable hole in our hearts of everyone who knew her. I mean, that's sad. Parks Township, Pennsylvania is located just northeast of Pittsburgh. So rest in peace to her. Sending prayers to her family. That's a sad situation. I got a whole bunch of other stories to tell you guys about. I mean, there's so much going on. This is the scene where they're telling the guys to take off their cuts at the parade. We're going to talk about that later in the week. But what do you guys think of the situation in Texas? It's not looking good for these clubs over there. I mean, these guys all got almost $1 million bond. All of them. These Staxx, is there one where you send him home from the beginning? I think that's because he got worse. I don't know, man. Hey, thank you, Sid, for getting a membership. I appreciate that. There's exclusive content. If you join the membership, make sure you check out all the videos. There's tons. Trump supporting patriots. Who the fuck are you? Listen, I don't like everything Trump does, but he's better than the alternative. Morons that support Kamala. That's probably you, right? Let's see. Come to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class. I got something for you, Kamala. Omaha. Be friends. Yeah. In the bowl. The hyena, right? It's crazy what's going on. I don't even want to get political. If you want to see political type of stuff, go check out Mike Ball. He's got a great show. I try to watch it every day. Lots of them are former members from each club. They left for some reason or another. Yeah, I mean, these guys all know each other, right? They're all from the same type of area, so they got to know each other. I mean, a lot of times that's what happens, right? Say certain ones are down with the Bandidos, right? And they end up leaving. They end up joining another club, and that becomes the ones that they have problems with. People that they know forever. I mean, these guys probably know each other for a long time. This isn't like a new group comes from a different state and moves into the area. These are the people that are already there. So it's not like something new is going on, right? But tomorrow we're going to talk about Harley Gwendon and the new video he just posted. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about these guys trying to get the cops kicking them out of a parade. Insane. I mean, these guys didn't even do nothing. They just came to the parade. They support their community. We got to talk about a couple motorcycle accidents. Matter of fact, we got some crazy ones here. Deadly motorcycle crash in Springfield, Massachusetts. A man was riding a motorcycle, was killed in a crash involving a car in Springfield Tuesday evening. Springfield Police Department says around 6:50 p.m., officers were called to a crash involving a car and a motorcycle at the intersection of Parker Street and Nantasket Street. The motorcycle rider was taken to the hospital where he died due to his injuries. The driver remained at the scene, and the Springfield Police Department traffic unit is investigating. I mean, this is every day, all day. Motorcyclist killed in a crash on Cross River Drive in Riverhead, police say. 22-year-old motorcyclist was killed Tuesday morning in a crash on Cross River Drive, Country Road 105, at Union Avenue in Riverhead. According to Riverhead Police Department, police officers responded northbound lane of Cross River Drive around 7:57 a.m. April 28th and determined that 2022, a motorcycle traveling northbound struck a pickup truck that was making a left turn onto Cross River Drive. So who's at fault? If the pickup truck was making the turn and he hit the pickup truck, then it was possibly the pickup truck turned in front of him, right? It says the motorcycle operator was identified by police as Santiago Raymond, 22. Damn, he's young. Was transported to Riverhead Volunteer Ambulance Corp to Pacionic Bay Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead, police said. The driver of the pickup truck was also transported by ambulance to the medical center, was treated and released. The Riverhead Police Department Traffic Division is investigating, and New York State Police Accident Reconstruction Team responded to conduct further investigation. Police said that the crash appears to be non-criminal at this time. So, I mean, if it's just an accident, it's an accident, right? If no one is to blame, then they can't really blame anybody. But this is crazy. So here's another article, right? Highway violence erupt. Suspected biker gang retaliation leads to multiple arrests in Midland. A violent chain of events unfolded along West Texas Highway has led to multiple arrests as investigators piece together what they believe is a retaliatory attack involving rival outlaw motorcycle gangs. Authorities say the incident began at the morning shooting at Loop 250 in Midland, where a member of the Mongols Motorcycle Club was injured within hours. That violence allegedly escalated into a coordinated assault targeted a member of the rival Bandidos Motorcycle Club along Interstate 20. According to the affidavit, deputies responded around 1:30 p.m. to reports of a brutal fight involving several Mongols members. Investigators believe the group tracked down and attacked the victim, beating and stabbing him in what appeared to be a retaliation for the earlier shooting. The rapid escalation highlights the volatile nature of rivalries between outlaw motorcycle clubs, where acts of violence can quickly trigger further confrontation. Surveillance has led to arrests. The investigation moves swiftly. Officers with the Premier Basin Texas Anti-Gang Center traced a suspect's vehicle to a residence on Nolan Ryan Drive. Surveillance team observed two men later identified as Jose Laquan and Willie Morales entering a white Dodge pickup truck with two women. When the vehicle left the area, officers initiated a traffic stop in the nearby Sam's Club parking lot, given the potential for weapons, and all occupants were removed and searched. So this is where they got two of these people, right? The first guy and the second guy. These guys were arrested together in the pickup truck. Authorities allege Lawan was found carrying two pairs of brass knuckles and a knife. Both men were reportedly identified through witness photos and noted to have tattoos associated with the Mongols. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, they got tattoos all over, right? Later in the afternoon, police stopped a black Harley Davidson motorcycle for speeding. The driver, Billy Blackman, initially denied involvement. However, after a canine unit alerted to his bike and officers, they located a face covering in his saddlebag. Investigators say Blackman admitted that he'd been present during the incident and had changed his clothes afterwards. Wow, so he made a huge mistake doing that. So that's the third guy. I guess he was on a bike and he admitted to being there. So, I mean, you can't Can't change that. He now faces charges included aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, engaging in organized criminal activity. His bond is set at $750,000. So it would be what, $75,000 to get out, unless it's cash. I'm not sure if it's a cash bond or not. Says investigators, the investigation didn't stop there. The search of Nolan Ryland Drive residence led to the arrest of another man, Jose Vasquez Jr. Authorities believe is an active member of the Mongols. Evidence suggests he played a direct role in the assault. Like Blackman, Vasquez faces serious felony charges, being held on a combined $750,000 bond. Law enforcement officials say the case remains active with possibility of additional arrests, and they continue to analyze evidence and witness statements. The incident underscores the dangers posed by organized gang conflicts, particularly when disputes escalate into public violence along heavily traveled roadways. For residents of Midland, what began as a single shooting quickly spiraled into a broader clash, one that brought hidden conflict into plain sight. Well, hopefully this stuff can die down because, like I said, nobody wins when it comes to this type of stuff. I mean, they just don't, man. Hey, Mr. EG, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Jason, what's good? Some people step away from violence, step in and step to it. Step away from violence, some step to it. I mean, that's how it is sometimes, right? Hopefully all this stuff can chill out, man, because like I said, nobody wins in the end. I mean, nobody. So I guess in Omaha, right, Nebraska, a gang, like they raided a gang there, right? And crime dropped by 90% or 75%. They said 90 in a different article. Omaha gang arrests linked to crime drop in the city. Police say homicides are down 75% since November. Arrests of 13 Crip gang members. Omaha, Nebraska, 13 Omaha gang members arrested a few months ago still do not have a trial date. The suspects asked for more time to examine evidence collected against them. They are facing multiple charges, including racketeering, murder, firearms charges, and others. Prosecutors say the group carried out shootings in both Omaha and Lincoln to protect gang territory. Many of the victims had no gang ties. Following the arrest of the 13 Crip gang members in November, Omaha police said crime numbers would take a dive. The quality of these arrests by individuals, by these detectives and members themselves, it's going to have a significant impact on crime, the captain said. 5 months later, they predicted numbers dive, and it happened. For example, we are at 2 homicides this year. Both of those are not going to be gang related versus last year, they were at 8 at this time. That's over a 75% decrease. According to Hinman, non-fatal shootings are also down in a 63% drop. We take pride in that, and we will continue to go after individuals. The investigation, all 13 members arrested had been identified themselves affiliated with the same Crip gang in Omaha. The 13 currently going through federal court right now were part of a series of shootings in March of 2024. One of the shootings, detectives connected to a gang, including one outside the Los Diablos Motorcycle Club, killing 37-year-old Alexander Whitcomb. Police say the gang was responsible for the shooting in downtown Lincoln, where a 24-year-old Sevion Hopkins died at the hospital. Over and over with these crimes, especially shootings and homicides, have the tendency to see the same suspects and the same groups committing these crimes. Lincoln police arrested 23-year-old Kevin Wright, 30-year-old Gregory Botti. They are 2 of the 13 members in custody awaiting federal trial. That in turn has been definitely a huge positive factor as why the crime rates have been much lower in our city. Omaha police said they were able to arrest the suspects thanks to the citizens contacting the Omaha Crime Stoppers tip line. Their next court date for the 13 suspects is in late May. And I'll bring you guys more information as it becomes available. I remember when the shooting happened with the motorcycle club member. They thought it was motorcycle club involved, but it wasn't. But I appreciate all you guys. If anyone out there is listening to this, just please stop the violence. Nobody wins in the end. Everybody loses. I mean, no matter where you're at, it's just violence is senseless. It really is. People need to just coexist, put their differences to the side and try to coexist because nobody will win in the end. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister, friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin With Staxx, or you can hit up the Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good stuff. I appreciate every single dollar. I put it right back into the show so I could bring you the dopest content possible. If you want to tell your story on Chattin With Staxx, just email me at billstaxx2021@gmail.com. And don't forget, tonight is part 3 of the Larry Mazza talks Greg Scarpa Jr. and the whole drama that's going on over there. Don't miss it. 10 o'clock tonight. Hope you guys all have a great day. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.